we're going to step back in time to the 18th and 19th centuries and talk about a people who knew how to survive when the cold winds came. Talking about our enslaved Black women ancestors, mothers, daughters, grandmothers, who bore the heavy chains of bondage but still carried the wisdom to prepare for the hard winter months. On the plantations, food was not always provided in kindness. Sometimes it came as meager rations: cornmeal, lard, maybe salt pork if the season had been good. But when overseers withheld or portions ran thin, those women used their wits and their hands to make a way out of no way. They planted small patches of vegetables in hidden corners of the plantation. Collard greens, turnips, sweet potatoes, crops that would withstand the cold or keep well when stored in root cellars dug into the ground. They gathered wild edibles, poked greens in the spring to dry for winter, nuts like hickory and pecan to grind into mill, berries to boil down into syrups. They learned to salt and smoke meat so it would last, hanging it high where pests could reach. They dried fish caught in nearby rivers. They kept seeds from the summer's harvest, tucked away in cloth pouches for planting again when the frost broke. And they preserved every scrap, pickling vegetables in brine, fermenting cabbage into kraut, storing dry beans into jars to last through the cold. These women didn't just prepare for winter, they prepared for the uncertainty of life under someone else's control. Their knowledge was survival. It was pure survival. And their will to endure was their weapon. And here's the lesson for us today. The world may have changed, but the need to prepare hasn't. You can grow a small garden even in a yard or in pots on a balcony. You can learn to can vegetables, to dry herbs, to store food that doesn't spoil when the shelves at the store run bare. Our ancestors, they taught us without words that you don't wait for someone to hand you what you need. You gather it. You gather it. You store it. And you protect it. Because winter always comes, and in one form or another. If our ancestors could do it with nothing but the land, their hands and their minds, then surely we can do it now with the tools and knowledge at our fingertips. So tonight, I salute those women, those unsung keepers of the family table, and I challenge every one of you listening to learn the old ways, not just for history's sake, but because one day you may need them yourself, as they prove time and again, when you are prepared, you can outlast the storm.